Good morning, Corvallis. You're listening to Second String Sports, 88.7 FM, KBVR Corvallis. Jake McGrady here in the booth with Logan McGinnis.
And Grant
Ocampo.
Thanks for introducing me, Jake. I really appreciate
I know.
it.
I was expecting
I tried to do it. I tried to do
You're the real MVP.
my daily good deed,
Yeah,
I'm the real MVP.
You're the real MVP.
All right, once again, this is the term finale of Second String Sports this afternoon. A lot to talk about today. There is probably the biggest news that we can possibly say for Oregon State football within this whole year, besides for the Arizona State upset win.
in a long time, honestly.
End of an era.
End of an era. I'm sure if you guys know anything about Oregon State, you've probably heard the news around campus. Mike Riley, no longer the head coach of Oregon State University.
It just went down just like that, really. And it was just
Honestly, came out of nowhere.
And
I still can't believe it.
I was blindsided.
it hasn't sunk in yet. Hasn't done it.
All right, so we're going to get into the full details later. Just a quick rundown. Today's show, we got a lot to talk about. We got Mike Riley, predictions for Oregon State football in the future, what we think is going to happen with the head coaching situation, and just maybe a little preview of the Civil War game. Mm-hmm. You know, we all kind of know how that went, so we don't need to dwell too much on it. Then we'll get into the college football playoffs. Big Pac-12 championship game tonight. Oh, yeah. Rematch of the upset win of Oregon, Arizona.
Maybe Oregon's kryptonite. I'm just saying, who knows? Something special could happen.
Anything can happen. And then, as we always do, round out the show with some NBA talk, some Western Conference playoff race. Kevin Durant's back. We'll see what happens with the Thunder. And then, like we always do, end the show with some rapid-fire NFL predictions.
Who knows?
Like the fans love, you know.
We'll try to fit everything in. It's going to be a packed show with Mike Riley. Here we go.
Yep. Let's get right into it. But first, before we get into the Mike Riley thing, if you're tuning in live, tweet us, please, at Second String KBVR, hashtag Second String Sports.
Yeah.
We want to know your opinions on the Mike Riley situation.
We want to know your opinions. We want to know who you think we should go after. Anything you can think of about Oregon State football and what direction they should go. Tweet at us. Anything.
And then we'll last shout out our personal Twitters. I'm at JMcGrady7. I'll be live tweeting about the Riley situation the whole show. If you want to jump in, give your opinion. All right, you guys shout out yours.
Yep, at LT McGinnis or at
Grant Ocampo.
Or follow at Second String KBVR.
All right, let's get right into it. Mike Riley. It was around like 11 o'clock?
Yeah, it was
12
right around
o'clock. It was an early morning decision.
It was right around 11, and it's just I got it on my Bleacher Report, and I read it, and I had to reread it because I didn't sink in right away.
It was unbelievable.
And the thing for me here is, there was rumors of him leaving last year, and there was also the people hashtag Fire Riley, and I didn't think it would come true.
I didn't think he'd
actually leave. I want to know the details behind it because I don't think we've really got any. What was the set reason why?
No, I don't think we really got anything.
Well, I don't blame him for leaving, honestly. But in my opinion, I saw Riley staying here and retiring here at the very end.
Me too.
He even proclaimed that he wanted to end his professional career in Corvallis, Oregon. I mean, this has been his home for 15. This is his 14th season with Oregon State this year.
Well, yeah, this year. Then you had the other previous years before that, before he went to the NFL for the Chargers, and it's just Oregon State. They have new eras here in basketball. Where now we're gonna see what we got DeClores and football, and it's just gonna be an interesting situation, and how this offseason is gonna play out.
Yeah, we all saw how it went. It obviously it's a fraction of what happened when we let go of Craig Robinson, but
yeah,
the decision for the new basketball coach. How long do we string that out? Maybe 3-4 months.
No, it was.
I don't think it was that long.
It was a couple weeks.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks.
It was like 3-4 weeks at least, but it wasn't that long. But the fire breathers that were down Mike Riley's neck, they got what they wanted. So, if they see how it just plays out, because I don't see. I see a situation where I think we're going to get a good hire, but it's the rebuilding phase. If you lose a coach, you might lose a couple recruits here and there.
I think it's inevitable that we're going to lose a good amount of recruits.
Yeah, and because I don't think Riley actually knew he was going to leave until maybe a couple hours. Maybe they.
No, did you hear how it played down? He released it today. He said they contacted him on a Monday. He talked to them on a Tuesday. Decision came Wednesday. It was a 3-day spur of the moment. Like, obviously not spur. He's been thinking about it.
He's probably just mulling the decision, and it's just
But the fact that he was able to just, it shocked us.
Well, I read too that he was just recently at a recruit's house. I think as soon as the night before that he made that decision, and just kind of, I don't think he mentioned anything about it to the recruit. So I don't know. I think it came out of nowhere to everyone. Honestly,
I feel like from the outpour of support that we got, it's almost like the people who are doing the Fire Mike Riley tweets. It's almost like they revert and they're like, "Wow, it really that was just something that you said out of anger." Because for the last 3 years, 2 years ago, our freshman year, we had a pretty solid team, but it's been a frustrating ride, and he's the scapegoat, and it's sort of that you don't know what you're missing until it's gone type of thing, and Mike Riley's gone. We don't know who our replacement's going to be, and it could be a good outcome. Tinkle. We snagged the golden hen in that one.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's
Corvallis,
a term,
his hiring record's been interesting. He signed the women's basketball coach Scott Ruick. And he's turned that.
Look what he did for us.
He's turned he's turned the women's program around. He's also hired Tinkle. We all love Tinkle. Everybody loves Tinkle. So it's just gonna.
Who doesn't love Tinkle? Montana.
Sad that he left. And Pat Casey's a god in the baseball world here, and
Pat is a god.
Yeah. Pat Casey's not going. Pat Casey. He's not going anywhere. He has a job secure for life.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's exactly how I felt about Mike Riley. I thought he had Oregon State and Corvallis as life.
I don't think he thought he was going anywhere either, honestly.
Yeah.
He's an honest guy, and I think he had turned down offers from USC,
Alabama.
I've heard Alabama, Wisconsin, and then it's just kind of a surprise that it's Nebraska the one he takes.
Hey, for the Cornhuskers though, they knocked it out of the ballpark with this hire.
They got a steal.
Yeah. He's going there for 5 years, and it's a 5-year deal, like $200-something million contract. So,
man,
he got more money. He's got more money there, so it's just going to be.
He was getting about 1.5, a little under that here a year, and now he's getting like 2.6 a year there over the stretch of 5. But
well, see, this is somewhat looking forward here.
It's all we can do now.
Maybe if we get a change, maybe we get depending on the coach we hire, we'll get out of maybe the pro style offense. Maybe we get more of the trendy speed attack.
Honestly, I'm fine with that. Sean's gone. Here's just a little sidetrack when we're going to talk about Oregon State. Now that Sean's gone, are we rolling? Aside from new coach might bring new recruits, new play styles. Is Luke Del Rio our guy?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
It's so hard to tell.
It's impossible to tell right now exactly where we are because
it's very tough to tell.
It just depends what kind of hires we bring in.
It's going to be an interesting one.
We'll take a break, but in here in a little bit. But tweet us right now who you think Oregon State should go after and DeCarlos, and who we should go after.
Yeah, no bad ideas. Just send us anything.
Yeah.
Unless it's like
I have my dream opinion, and then I have my reasonable opinion who we should go after.
There's the attainable, and then there's the not so attainable. That's So, what's your thoughts on the Mike Riley situation? Facebook us too if you're of the older era. Maybe the moms out there.
Should Ocho Cinco become the next Oregon State head coach?
Yeah, I tweeted that. It got like 30 favorites. Just saying.
Social media god.
Okay. But yeah. Tune in on social media. Who do you think? Who would you like to see as the new Oregon State head coach? What do you think of the Riley situation? Shocked by it? Hate it? Saw it coming?
Yep.
What do you think? So we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to round off the Mike Riley talk. Our final thoughts on that. Little general Oregon State summary of the season, what we think, and then let's get into some college football playoff talk in the Pac-12 championship game tonight. Let's go, Zona.
Bear down.
Right? Bear down. Once again, you're listening to Second String Sports, 88.7 FM, KBVR Corvallis. This is Jake McGrady.
Logan McGinnis.
And Grant Ocampo.
Stay tuned because we got lots more to come.
Today's cheesy and saucy KBVR programming is brought to you in part by Woodstock's Pizza. Woodstock's has supported KBVR FM for many years, giving our station the pep it needs to succeed. Located at 1045 Northwest Kings Boulevard, Woodstock's has a menu and staff available until midnight. Thanks, Woodstock's, for helping KBVR bake up great programming.
And we're back, Second String Sports, going live once again. Tweet us anything you want to talk about on this show. Anything you want to say about the Oregon State season as a whole. It's a tough one. No bowl game, but we knew that. We knew that after last weekend. So, what do you guys think? Speaking of last weekend, we don't want to talk about it too much. There's some funny stories from in the arena that we may be able to touch on, but
the Civil War, it was. We went. I don't want to touch. Yeah, we don't want to talk about this too much, but it's what happened. We'll talk about this real quick, and it was just a kind of a letdown. I was hoping for just a close game or just someone a decent.
I was hoping for last year.
We didn't really have any heart. Defense looked just.
It was a completely
couldn't do anything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
From the start, it kind of looked like it was sunk.
Yeah. I tried to get everybody pumped up, and
Logan was on one. Logan was, as they would say, turned up.
Yeah. Well, I just tried to keep the spirits alive, but it was.
It was
hard to do.
It was hard to keep the spirits alive.
After
they had the white T-shirts, you know.
Oh yeah.
The white T-shirts got
Oregon
us a
State,
little
fight.
hype. But the crowd wasn't really feeling it towards the end. I stuck it out.
A lot of people left at
Logan
halftime.
left.
That was a little sad.
I left with like 3 minutes left in the
It's not the whole game.
at the end of the game.
It's not the whole game.
At least I'm not like some people and leave halftime.
Ooh, that's true.
Second quarter.
I thought.
Grant Van Dyke.
Yeah, not me.
No.
Get off my ship.
Grant. Not this Grant.
Yeah, not me.
Former host. Sorry, Grant. Had to call you out.
Yeah, but honestly, it was kind of sad to see so many people leave at halftime.
I know it was.
Seriously, like.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
That was what Reeser was like.
Yeah, but
hey, we cheered when we got that safety.
It's just I don't really want to talk about the game anymore. I'm just looking forward off season next year, and it's gonna be just an
next season, man. We'll see what it's gonna be.
Next season, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be not a pretty one. I'm gonna say that as well. It's
a rebuilding year.
Yeah.
It's honestly, this offseason just got so much more intense with
much more interesting
with the whole Mike Riley thing. I mean, we have literally no idea what to expect for next year.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what to expect for this basketball season, you know? It's a rebuild year, but it's a fun experience. So if we can translate the feeling that Tinkle, a new campaign, maybe a young new...
Yeah.
Because, Mike Riley, we all know he doesn't run his own Twitter. I know that from firsthand experience. So he doesn't... I've confirmed by players that he doesn't even have a smartphone. So, Mike Riley is an old-fashioned guy, pro style. So I would not be opposed to a fresh new young face, new marketing campaign.
All right, so let's just swing into that.
Ideas.
Dream job, and then
if we're gonna talk dream job, we can get. I would say Jim Harbaugh, but that would never happen. We can't even afford his left spectacle.
Okay.
Or his glasses or whatever.
All right, his left spectacle of his glasses. I like it.
Yeah.
Dream job.
Real specific.
Jim Harbaugh. Realistic. It's really. There's been the rumors of Nick Frost.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Is it Nick Frost?
Scott Frost
from Oregon.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator.
Because he knows the offense. He's worked with Oregon State in the past.
I don't want that.
Come on.
I don't want that blood. I don't want that blood.
But think about it. When we're playing the Ducks, it's their offensive coordinator.
I know. I still don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Okay. My dream, and we've kind of started. Evan.
Hey, I started it too.
Yeah. I don't know if this is how you feel also too, Grant, but my dream person would be Jim Tressel, the former Ohio State coach former Ohio State coach. And
I'm with you.
He brings a winning mentality. Been to plenty of bowl games and could recruit probably. But there's no way at all. I don't see him coming here or even coming back
same
at
here.
all.
Same here.
Yeah, the hashtag for that was a hashtag sweater vest to Corvallis.
So feel free to tweet it.
Yeah.
Try to get it started. I mean, it can't hurt anything.
Yeah, so that was my dream. But one of the guys that I've kind of looked into and kind of thought this could make a lot of sense is Bale Baldwin from Eastern Washington.
I read that somewhere too.
Mm-hmm. And that really seems like a plausible hire. He's 42 years old, and it could be a start of something. He's a young guy. He brought, he's been to multiple FCS championships with Eastern Washington. Eastern Washington came in here and they beat us.
Yeah. They competed against Washington earlier in the year.
Yeah,
too.
I looked up interviews on, and I kind of like a Tinkle situation. I kind of I liked him. Baldwin. He's been in the Eastern Washington for 7 years. Has a great winning percentage.
Yep.
It's not like he comes from FCS. It's not like but he did win the national FCS national championship in 2010.
Take a quick pause here. We got a live tweet coming into the show from Mr. Randall Bonner, someone with a laptop here. He says, go to the group Things Overheard at OSU on Facebook. I've started an extensive convo about potential coaches. All right. Will do. Thanks, Randall. Tweet us back and who your number one pick. If you had a dream pick right now, who would you pick? So keep the live tweets coming.
Yeah.
Hashtag Second String Sports. The Mike Riley coaching replacement debate continues. It's a big one,
Yeah, and then also the thing with Baldwin, we wouldn't have to pay him that much for the first contract if we did pay him.
That's the thing. How much money are we going to be willing to expend?
Yeah, and I think Baldwin it would be a smart hire by Oregon State, and he kind of has I feel like he has kind of Riley personality ish also, but
yeah,
more just a younger kind of hipper version of him.
I mean, this job would be a huge upgrade. I think I
Yeah.
read he was paid something like $200K or something at Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
I could see him getting
Unbelievable.
closer to $1 million a year here.
We got another live tweet coming to the show from Evan Altifer. He says, how far can Riley take the Cornhuskers? Riley in the playoffs in the near future, and who would we like to see as OSU's next head man? Hashtag second SS. Thanks, Evan. How far can he take the Cornhuskers? Did you see the quote that he released today that said he's focused on building relationships, building up young men, and championships?
Yeah.
Never said that here. I mean, he has. I don't know. Did he have a chance there? He has some amazing resources.
He builds boys to men, really.
He does. Like every Oregon State player can attest to it. I
Yeah.
saw James Rogers tweeted, "Well, I got two favorite college football teams now. You can't root against Mike Riley. He
Yeah.
is the homegrown, steak and potatoes."
I guess I'm a Nebraska fan now, guys.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I hope he rolls.
Yeah.
And
just going back to the firing thing real quick. Not firing
wasn't
him
fired.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm glad about.
That's
is that
what
he
I'm
wasn't fired.
Yeah.
Because I honestly would have felt so bad about that if he was. I'm glad that he kind of did it on his own terms, and now we can move on and not have to worry about treating him poorly because he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
But
I think the firing would have been terrible. I completely agree. Wish him the best of luck. I don't know. He may do work in Nebraska. I wish him the best. I mean, like he said, it's a tradition-rich program, and I was listening to a ESPN program the other night that said, recruiting for Riley has always been his biggest struggle for Corvallis. He's the most persuasive. Parents trust their kids going under the wing of Mike Riley, and when he's going to be recruiting now for a school like Nebraska, I honestly don't feel how people would say no to that.
Yeah.
He's going to have success. That's what I think.
Yeah. I think it's going to take just kind of a couple years for it to get acclimated to the program, but I could see 2 years.
It won't be immediate success.
I could see 2 years being a real contender in the Big Ten.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a known fact that it's hard to recruit to Corvallis. So I think once he gets some, once he starts recruiting for Nebraska, I think that he's not gonna have any problems getting some big talent there.
Yeah, yeah. And what do you guys like? What's your guys' dream hires here.
Dream hires.
Mine was Jim Tressel too, but I don't really think that's realistic.
It's not realistic.
Sweater
but
vest to Corvallis?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll happen.
It won't. It'd be interesting, but it's not. It's just a dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Dream hires. I don't know. People are saying Bo Bellany.
Yeah.
Not Bellany Pellany.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Bellany Pellany.
Pretty much trading coaches.
Pretty much. It's the same, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening, really. I don't think I'd really want that.
Here's another interesting topic. Where do you see Riley's coaching staff going? Do you see them cleaning house in some areas on the, offensive line? Maybe there's been
It really depends on what
Banker. There's been the fire Banker
I
calls
hope
that have
not.
come up too. But
I hope not.
It depends on what my head coach comes in here. Really, it does.
Exactly. It depends on who they bring in, who they prefer. And to end it off, an interesting analogy that, Logan can't really relate to this, but me and Grant can. When the Blazers parted ways with Nate McMillan, can you attest to this, Grant? You were kind of shocked and a little bit upset at first.
I was shocked, and also somewhat like Kevin Pritchard too.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's that type of thing where well-respected, great guy, had done so much for that program, but
taking the
it
organization
so
to
far.
whole new levels.
he took it, Nate McMillan got rid of the Jailblazer era. He took it to whole new heights with Brandon Roy. And then there's Mike Riley, who had a losing season for 26 seasons in a row. He took us to places we never thought we'd be before, but both those coaches just hit a wall with their team. Mm-hmm. And it was time to part ways. There's nothing more productive that I think Mike Riley could have really done in his position at Oregon State.
Yeah, hey, I'm hoping it's some sort of a Terry Stotts type thing where, takes it even higher to higher levels, but who knows?
We got some more live tweets coming to the show, some interesting thoughts. Randall back again. He says, Butch Gonacroft? Details on things overheard. I'll check that out. And then he says, thanks for clarifying Mike Riley wasn't fired. I was running out of things to throw at my stereo. Fire everyone on the staff but Brent Brennan, another potential head coach. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? Moving up in the ranks from actual coaching staff here? I don't know.
I don't think we go from inside the coaching staff. I think it's
DeCarolis, I think, came out and said that he was going to look for.
Yeah, I read and said it said that he wasn't going to hire from inside the organization, which I think is the right move. Honestly, you need a complete change of culture. I guess someone who brings a new look to the program.
It's going to be an interesting start next year.
Well, I think
I've got to say I'm looking forward to it.
I think from I feel fine. I feel like that he's going to make the right hire with the Tinkle hire. And
it's going to be a careful hire. It's going to have to be precise, well thought out. Because if it goes bad, it will go very bad.
Yeah, and
that's
the thing we don't. And that's the thing we don't want. We don't want having like this situation in 3-4 years. And
no.
Like we don't want to try to rebuild. Constantly. We need a coach that we can have for a long run.
Mm-hmm. It can't be that situation. What was the situation of a coach that came in recently and was on there for a couple years? I mean, Florida.
Yeah.
Michigan host
Brady Hoke. Yeah.
Hoke. He took the. I mean, I thought he did an amazing job of rebuilding Michigan.
Oh, what Hoke did? He didn't rebuild it. He just, he's a great coach, but he was just terrible at getting players to play football. That was my opinion.
I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, but it's just there's coaching vacancies, and there we got Colorado State just lost their head coach to Florida, so it's going to be kind
I
of
don't know. Florida got that new hire. It's going to be
we would have the upper hand on Colorado State, bigger conference, and it's just it's a race to go. I feel like in Boyle Baldwin, in my opinion, it's a kind of a what does he want? I feel like Colorado State also might go after him as well. So
it's going to be an interesting race.
Could we see another Dennis Erickson?
Honestly, I saw people talk about that, and I just think that's a terrible idea.
I think so too. I was just
you don't like that idea?
That's a name that's been brought up.
Beavers, Beaver fans, we love them.
Love them.
But he was at Arizona State. He was there. He wasn't successful there, and now I think he's like a running back coach.
Yeah, he's a running back coach with Utah.
Yeah, so it's not a great idea. I don't think it's a great idea.
I don't think so either. I think he's had his time here, and that should be it. But It's an interesting thing that's been brought up a couple times that I've seen.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's just, we'll probably see some developments come out here in the next few weeks, and it's just going to be an interesting ride. It's just another new.
It'll be a ride. It'll be like a little coaster.
Yeah.
it's got to be a quick hire, but also a good hire. So I don't know. I mean, it's
Exactly.
got to be a Wayne Tinkle type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, those recruits are going to be hanging in the air. We don't know, those ones that really wanted Mike Riley could be jumping ship in the next couple of weeks here because we had some good recruits on board.
We had a 4-star wide receiver who's committed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lose him.
I don't want to lose him.
Yeah. Well, that's also what happened with when Tinkle came in. We were kind of surprised, like, oh, I wonder if
Gary stuck around. Yeah, we thought maybe the reason he came was because of Coach Robinson, but man, Gary Payton's worked out like a charm. We'll talk about that later in the show too, but yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
All
so you just got to have hope for the kids that are coming.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much it for the Mike Riley talk. If you guys do have any last minute, thoughts, predictions for next year for the 2015-2016 season, or just like we said, if you have any dream coaches that you'd like to see, live tweet us at Second String KBVR or hashtag Second String Sports. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, a little discussion on the college football playoff rankings and a pretty big game tonight,
Yeah.
Thoughts on the game tonight, and then we're going to round off the show with some NBA talk, NFL talk, and just general thank yous for the term of Second String Sports. Just general sports.
Just another one in the books.
Another one of the books. Talk about some sports memories at the end. But stay tuned. Thanks for listening. This is Second String Sports, KBVR Corvallis. We'll be right back.
Today's KBVR FM beats have been dropped thanks to Bombs Away Cafe. Detonate a good time at 2527 Northwest Monroe Avenue, or projectile your voice and hear more about upcoming food and featured talent choices by visiting www.bombsawaycafe.com. Thanks, Bombs Away, for helping KBVR rock on and blast off.
And we're back. Second String Sports. Let's get into some college football, NFL, NBA mashup for the rest of the show.
All
Let's
right.
start it out with the playoff system, the Pac-12 championship game tonight.
Yep.
While that's going on, we did get one last tweet from our big listener, Randall. We got our co-host, Grant, is looking into the things overheard at OSU page.
Yeah, we need an intern, Randall. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, Randall. But yeah, we'll look into that. Any last-minute things you can find over there, Grant, about the coaching situation.
Yep.
That's ongoing. But yeah, big game tonight. Oregon, Arizona rematch. It was about 2
Pac-12
months ago
championships.
that history went down. I remember watching that game live at Grant's house, and it was quite pleasant.
Yeah, and I see this also be a close game to the third quarter, and then I see Oregon pulling away. That's just my opinion.
Really? You think they got that fire? You think they're going to take it?
I think Arizona, they're going to keep it close. I feel like they're going to be pumped, but it's gonna be close. But then Oregon's kind of run away here in the fourth quarter. That's my opinion. Let's see what happens. Other people think about that, but I think Oregon wins. They got too much to lose, really.
Too much to lose? I'll agree with you, but I honestly think that I don't know if I can't say definitively it's going to be a win, but I see Arizona putting up a strong fight.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, same. But
I agree.
Yeah.
I think
And heck,
they
I
have
mean-
so much confidence from the last two games too. I mean, they
Yeah.
know they can
Yeah, they
compete and win.
Smashed Arizona State.
They destroyed Arizona State on
Yeah, so
that
the-
public level. It was unbelievable. Like it was just like
No chill.
that second one was not a soundbite. It was all natch. All me. All organic.
Just going back to this whole high school coach thing, Butch Gonkaroff, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but he is Bellevue High School's head coach and has won
All right.
11 state championships between 2001 and 2013.
I like it.
Is currently on a 67-game win streak. I guess their last loss was in 2010. So I know there's been some talk about possibly a high school coach. Who knows? But
Hey, that would be
That's
a
that.
bold move.
it would be bold. I mean, obviously he's a great football coach, but will it translate? I don't know.
What was that company that has the bold slogan? Doritos or something like that? Be bold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be bold like Doritos, Corvallis. Nah. That just derailed fast. All right. Let's get back on track.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on tonight's game in Levi Stadium, San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
Big audience.
No, yeah.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going Arizona. Final pick. Screw it.
I'll go Arizona too, just because I really want Arizona to win.
Look how it happened when we stupidly picked Arizona State against Oregon State.
True.
I don't want to have another repeat of that. As much as I think the Ducks want this, I think they want the playoffs. I think they have the obviously they have the championship on their brain, but I don't know.
No.
The spoilers. Scozona.
Yeah, it's gonna. This is gonna be an interesting weekend. It's gonna see how the playoffs develop, and it's a very interesting situation because we've never seen this before, and it's kind of exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
Yeah. I don't think anything really gets shaken up from the top four. I think it's Florida State, TCU, and Alabama and Oregon. I think those are the four that are going to be in it. I don't know what order exactly because it's been bouncing around. Florida's been 1, they've been 2, they've been 3, they've been 4. They were even like 5 at one point. And
It's like a roller coaster up in that thing.
very true.
Up in
It's
that
like you're
thing.
riding. It's
Yeah,
like you're riding Grand California, whatever it is.
Yeah, Alabama, they're playing Missouri, and that's going to be an interesting game. Missouri's strong.
Yeah, well.
They're a strong team, and who knows?
Will
maybe-
we get to see that Alabama-Oregon matchup, though?
That's
Oregon best Arizona
Oregon's
tonight.
always wanted. We want Bama T-shirts, so
If
I
don't, as much as I don't want Oregon to win tonight, if they do, I want to see that Bama-Oregon game.
yeah.
More than I want to breathe.
Yeah, it would be it'd be so funny.
And I will be wearing my Alabama hat, Alabama shirt, and I will be pretending like I'm from the South.
Do you have an Alabama hat and shirt?
Yeah, my mom went there for 1 year. She went
love
to Oregon State for 3 years and then 1 year at Alabama. So I do have
Jake has some Roll Tide
I have
blood
some
in him.
Roll Tide.
I have some slight connection that have permission to root against the Ducks without seeming like a bitter Beaver fan.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, that'd be. But if that ultimately,
suck on that, UO.
since this is the last show we have,
No chill.
it will be because if this happens, where it's Florida State, TCU, Oregon, Alabama, out of those 4, which one do you guys want to win?
I don't know.
I like to see TCU win.
I know that's how I feel too.
I've been a fan of TCU
Horn
this year.
Frogs.
Just
go
something
Horns.
new.
Horny
seriously.
Frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did get one last tweet in from the show from listener Randall saying, as an Auburn fan, he'll be cheering for my rival against the Ducks. Now that's dedication. I like that, Randall. I like that. Roll Tide. But go Auburn too.
Yeah.
No hate. I only hate the Ducks. I reserve all the burning hatred in my heart for the Yellowmen. If you know what I mean.
And the Lakers if we're going to NBA.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
a
all right.
crossover color.
Crossover. Here we go.
Hey.
That's tough.
It's the NBA zone.
Okay, the NBA zone.
Man,
All right. Yeah, we'll talk about NBA here.
super cheesy for the season finale, gotta say.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. NBA talk.
NBA. We'll start off. We got Kevin Durant trying to
Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook back and going
Resurrect
strong.
that season
yeah.
for Thunder.
And I think at the start of the year, I thought Kevin Durant maybe would have been down a little bit longer, and I did predict the Thunder to be out of the playoffs, if I do recall.
Yeah, Logan, you didn't even predict the Thunder to make the 8th seed, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
I
gonna
award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
first game back, he lost to Anthony Davis.
That's true.
They still have a huge hole to try to come back in.
Yeah, they do.
But the West is strong, and it's trying to recover wins. It's going to be interesting how if Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka can bring the Thunder back to life.
I think they can.
Yeah.
I think so too, but when you look at the Western Conference standings, I think let's see, all the first 7 seeds are over 700 winning percentage. So that's impressive.
It's unbelievable. If you look at the contrast between the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. And
speaking of which, Blazers are 8-0 against Eastern Conference opponents. Just saying. But that's not too much to boast about.
it's not. It's very not. at all. Eastern Conference is
Derp, 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 derp.
I just had to throw that in.
I mean, opposed to the Eastern Conference, there's 2 teams over 700.
Toronto and
Washington.
Toronto's impressed me this year, man.
Yeah, Toronto. But I mean, they lost DeMar DeRozan.
True.
It's
Yeah,
true, but
that's a big loss.
It's going to be interesting, but Kyle Lowry's picking it up, his play, and
Yeah.
the NBA season. It's gonna be kind of a fun ride going into the Christmas here. The Christmas games are always fun since we're kind of
I love Christmas time.
yeah.
Snuggling up under the tree. No, just kidding. I don't do that.
No, Jake doesn't. Snuggles with his presents.
Yeah, I've done it once or twice.
Yeah.
Shake them to see what you got under there.
You peek in your presents
No, I'm not a peeker.
even when you were little.
Nope.
Did you shake? You
I
didn't
had-
shake them.
The utmost restraint as a child.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe shook, maybe poked, but I always wanted that surprise to see what Santa had brought me.
I like it. Grant, what about you?
Yeah,
Grant was a peeker.
No, I wasn't. No, I was just like Jake. I had a lot of restraint.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't. I
feels
liked the
better.
surprise because once you get to Christmas, it feels like Christmas.
I agree.
Logan, were you the opposite then?
Look at Logan. Just look at how he acts.
Yeah, Logan's definitely
Logan was a
peeker.
peeker, a shaker,
I think.
a
I
closet
don't think
checker.
I don't think I was a peeker. I was more of a snooper. Snooper slash. I had restraint, but I was.
I can see that. I can completely see
I
that.
was probably a little bit of a snoop. Try to find him. Try to find him in my downstairs basement. Try to find him. Remember my parents hid him.
Exactly. And when you woke up on, Christmas Day, it was just, oh, not a touchscreen. New computer in here, guys. The booth changes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We got Christmas out of the way.
It's true. I mean, this is the last time they'll be hearing us. By the time we come back, it will be 2015.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird to think.
It is.
But let's round it back to the NBA.
All right.
All right. If we want to take a little pause on Logan's thoughts, Grant, Blazer thoughts, 15-4.
Yeah, they're looking good.
That was a surprise. Exasperated. Yeah.
I mean, last night was a little bit of a frustrating game, 88-82.
Anytime,
final
like I
against
said,
the Pacers.
anytime you get a below 90 win, it's going to be a struggle win for us. But
the thing is, we're winning those type of
center
games.
has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
I accidentally
Thank
clicked
you
that,
for
but
that,
it kind of
sound
applies
bite.
because
Yeah.
we need to play 3 times bigger than what we did last night.
Yeah, I mean, a win's a win, but I mean, it's against the 7-12 Pacers, so how much does that mean at home? Also,
Hey, speaking of which, let's get a round of applause in the boost for the 76ers.
Yeah, they got their first win.
First win. I thought they were going to go 0-76.
It's been hilarious.
congratulations.
0-82.
Well,
You
0-76
still
and then
are
win their
horrible.
last 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
See what you're doing there. Yeah.
You guys still suck worse than... Man, I can't say that.
Hey, what'd you guys think about the blimp inside the Motive Center? The car.
Yeah, that was I've never seen that. That was really
swerving.
funny.
He was drunk.
Get
Maybe-
off my ship.
Yeah, maybe he had a little bit too much at the
Too much helium in his.
Too much concession stand $20 beers from the Moda Center.
$20. Yeah, that was funny, but I saw that they had to squeeze it out through one of the entryways. That would have been kind of cool.
That would
to
have been
see.
hilarious. That would have been hilarious.
But I saw that a bunch.
Here, a little side note here.
we're going
guys.
to take a quick last PSA break before we round out the show with some final thoughts.
Okay.
All right, so once
Sounds
again,
good.
this is Second String Sports. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. We got about 3-4 minutes left on the show. Final one of the term. If you want to live tweet us at Second String KBVR, last minute thoughts. We'll round it up here. Thanks for everyone that's been tuning in and tweeting at us. Stay tuned. Last leg of the show here.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
And we're back live. Second String Sports to round out the show. We did get a quick tweet in from Crystal McGinnis.
Oh yeah, also
Big
shout
time
out.
viewer.
Yeah, it's my mom's birthday the other day. Shout out there.
She says, Papa, bring your glue gun and don't tell Mom, #Snooper. I don't know what that means. Logan, can you elaborate?
I was looking inside my stocking and broke the stocking holder, and then I called my grandpa when I was little, and I told him to fix it so Mom didn't find out.
Wow, that is a classic
Wow.
Logan move.
Yeah.
Wow, that is something Logan would do.
Yeah. classic young Logs.
Random soundbite moment of the day.
There it is. Hey,
All right.
well, we have to have a final Siri question.
Yeah, I was about to say that. We
All right.
haven't had a Siri question.
Final Siri question. Siri, who will win tonight's game between Oregon and Arizona in the Pac-12 championship game?
Those in the know say that Oregon will defeat Arizona by 15 points.
There it is. All right.
Okay, Siri, who says those in the know?
That Siri does. Okay, so don't tell Siri.
It's live
what to
here.
do.
You heard it here. Siri picked Oregon. Wow.
right.
Siri disabled.
Yeah, Siri, you're about to
Siri,
get thrown out the window.
You're a Duck fan, right?
If you insist.
All right.
Okay, she's going off. Siri's been deactivated. I don't know. Last minute thoughts, sporting topics.
Minute thoughts.
Let's just talk about a few big NFL games. We don't. Oh, since last show, I'm pretty sure the Odell Beckham catch happened, but that's overplayed. Just a quick shout out to that though. That was unbelievable.
Also very true.
Crazy.
Very true. Any big? Let's talk about like a couple big games this weekend. What are the few big ones?
Few big ones. We got Indy versus Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was an interesting situation with the benching of Manziel. You know, everyone thought he was going to get that start after the first touchdown, but little Hoy just snuck in there and stole the present.
Yep. Did.
Yeah, Buffalo, Denver. That could be good, too.
Buffalo, Denver. That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Denver on that one, though. That's easy.
Mm-hmm. Seattle and Philly. That's a interesting game as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm going to go Seattle on that. Seattle's kind of riding a little hot streak.
They were on that hot streak. We'll see what happens, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Seattle's back in the race. Arizona's sort of taking a little bit of a dip, but
Yeah. New England, San Diego, that could be an interesting in playoff races. In the AFC, the wild card, there are so many teams that are like 7-5, and it's just gonna for that last few wild card spots in the AFC is going to be a very interesting race right there. So
it is a very interesting race.
everyone tune into that while we're over Christmas break.
Seriously, Christmas break. If you guys miss us, like I'm sure you will. You know, we'll be live tweeting. I know you can follow up on our personal Twitters. We always tweet about sports. But, you know, if you're ever missing us, hop on over to our YouTube, just Second String Sports. We podcast every show. We'll be podcasting this one, posted to Facebook. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can be your bedtime story, you know?
Yeah, another side note here, just thinking random sport topics.
Okay, here we go.
Baseball here. The Mariners had just a huge sign with Nelson Cruz.
What was that, like $60 million?
Yeah, and they signed Kyle Seager. So, the Mariners they're maybe looking as a favorite in the West next, or the AFC, or not AFC. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
man, that'll be an interesting one.
Yeah. So baseball right there. Interesting off season. Everyone tune in for MLB off season. Hot stoves,
exactly,
heating up. What else we got?
That's pretty much we got baseball's winding down.
We'll have some Oregon State basketball games.
Oh, yeah, if we want to quick talk about that, man. Oregon State basketball has been a treat this year. From the games that I've been to, crowd's been into it, Tinkle's been into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I just say that, did anyone expect Gary Payton II to have this big of an impact?
And one thing...
No, I didn't.
Yeah, one thing Grant and I, we kind of was like, I haven't really seen him make a three-pointer here, and that was kind of the start of the year. And when they went to Vegas, he kind of maybe found his shot because the last couple of games
he nailed some at the one that I was at the other night.
He's been shooting the ball well. So
his shot looks good too. It does. It was a little bit off, but last game.
I mean, granted, it wasn't a good team, but
Mississippi Valley State,
24 points, 16 rebounds. No matter who you're playing, that's
an unreal stat line.
Unreal.
He is one of the best rebounding guards I've ever seen.
Oh, he's so athletic. That's
GP
the thing.
too. He's crazy athletic.
Yeah.
Super athletic. He, his dad probably instilled that in him since he was like 3 months old. He's probably hooping out in the garage.
But one thing I loved while I was watching the Las Vegas games, even though we lost, we had so much heart playing in those games, and it was great to see. And another side is, I could own it was so quiet there in the stadium. You could just hear Tinkle, and I felt like Tinkle was like coaching me.
He was. Tinkle coaches our hearts.
I was just like, I could hear Tinkle just like, Lang, go up top. No, Lang, get, cover the right side.
He's such a passionate guy.
It was just,
he is the Silver Fox.
Oh, I loved it. I loved how I could just hear him coach. He was so loud. It was awesome. I loved
when you're walking around campus, does he when you're walking to a final, does he coach your thoughts?
Yeah,
coaches my thoughts.
When I'm going
my homework,
going to the finals here, I'm gonna write it out, and Tinkle's just gonna be coaching me along, getting me step by step instructions on how to do my final.
Yeah, now the basketball go home, Jake.
Yeah,
now that football's over, I'm just excited to ride out this basketball season. NBA and Beaver basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's all I'm focused on here on campus.
And Pac-12 play, it's gonna be interesting when we Beaver basketball.
Yeah, let's get into it.
When winter term, we're gonna have a lot of
winter term. Tune into Second String Sports because we are the epitome of no chill and excellent sports knowledge. Mm-hmm. Well, that's about it for the time today. Guys, this is term finale.
It's been a pleasure.
Good luck on finals. All the students listening in.
Yeah, good luck on finals. Can we just get a quick thank you to our first our new host, Grant Ocampo? Did a great job this term.
First term
in the booth.
Thank you.
I don't know where the round of applause sound.
We're getting sappy here.
Getting a little bit sappy, but yeah, it's been a great first term back after the summer. We got right back into it. We had a few guests this term, but seriously though, winter term. Look forward to a whole new format show. We guarantee you, we will have some basketball guests in here, maybe some football talk about. Once the new coach happens, some thoughts from the players personally on the Mike Riley situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we can even get the new coach in here. Who knows?
Exactly. We'll just for all our big listeners, and especially everyone who's been tweeting at us this show and tweeting at us generally for the whole term, just staying active with us. Big thank you. We really, we couldn't do the show without people who listen. Obviously, it's radio. It's not TV. We depend on those viewers. So thank you once again for a great term. Second String Sports signing off. You're listening to Jake McGrady.
Luke McGinnis.
And Grant Ocampo.
Once again, every Fridays, hopefully next term. Thanks for listening. Have a good weekend. Good luck on finals. And stay watching sports because that's what we'll be doing.
Sports are live.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, baby.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year 2015. Second String Sports. Thank you very much. Peace.